Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Titanium Blood, and this is Kerbal Space Program. If you guys have not heard of Kerbal Space Program, you need to been done heard of Kerbal Space Program, okay? This has got to be one of my favorite games of all time. There's a lot of science involved, and I know a lot of you guys are kind of like, I don't want to use my brain. I just want to play games and make diamonds to spend on my purple dinosaur. But this one, you do have to do a lot of thinking. I mean, it's not like you have to get a pen and paper and start writing down what you're doing, but you just gotta add some strategy a little bit. But anyways, guys, I'm just gonna dive into this and show you what I'm talking about, why I like this game so much. So we're gonna go start game. We're gonna make a new one. They just came out with a new update or whatever, it reset everything, so I'm gonna have to start a new one anyways. I think I'm gonna go with something like NASA. Alright, let's go ahead and change our flag. Good thing they do have a NASA one, but check out this. That's pretty crazy. But the reason you want to pick the right flag is because if you land on the moon, you can plant a flag on the moon and it's going to be one of these. But I'm just going to go with NASA because that's what I'm going to roleplay as for this channel. Perfecto. So if you guys didn't know, NASA stands for National Aeronautics and Space Administration, but that's a little too long for the name, so I had to trim it down just a little bit. I'm also going to change my settings to make things a little bit easier for myself because this game can get a little crazy. I'm not going to make it too easy though, because then it'll be too easy. So while I can't even read this. Anyways guys, I'm just going to change the settings on my own because there is quite a few. I'll see you guys down on Earth. Alrighty, we are loading in, you guys. Nice to meet you. I'm Gene Kerman, flight director and your flight guide for this quick introduction. This is the Space Center from where you can manage all aspects of this space program. Feel free to have a look around using R to move the camera and press square over the Space Center facility to view more information about it. And press X when you're ready to head inside. If you need more information, check out the training at the main menu. I don't think I need to check out the training, you guys. I'm pretty dang good. But I might do it for maybe another episode if you guys are interested. But moving on. Administration building. The administration building may not seem like a very exciting place at first, but here is where all of our strategic decisions are made. Astronaut complex. The astronaut complex contains the living and the recreation spaces for all the crew members. New applicants also apply here to be recruited. That's going to be important if you guys lose an astronaut in a crash or something. Flagpole. This is the official flag of the space program. Or we could change it. Can you change it? Oh, you can. Okay, oh, I can't anyways because it's only NASA one. Launch pad. The launch pad is where vessels built at the FAB are launched. We are reasonably confident it's at a safe enough distance from everything else. I love their wording, but I mean, it is far enough away, but theoretically your rocket could destroy one of these buildings and it would be expensive to fix. Mission control. At the mission control facility, all available contracts can be managed. This one is very important because the contract is how you make your money, and if you don't got money, you can't really do anything and you're dead in the water. Research and development. At the research and development facility, our team of scientists work hard to crunch the data received from mission experiments. Here, all research technologies can be viewed and new ones can be discovered. And what that means, you guys, is when you do a mission, you get research points and you put those points into new parts like new engines and stuff. Alright, this is taking a little bit longer than I thought it would. This right here is your runway. This is where your ships with wheels taking off horizontally can take off from. It's a long flat surface. They ask that you return the ships back to the runway, preferably. The spaceplane hangar is where you construct aircrafts that are meant to take off with wings. Your tracking station is how you keep an eye on all your missions going around Earth or even beyond that. Basically, it just puts a marker for everything you have in the air or on the ground. It even keeps track of debris that you ditch off of your rockets. And the most used facility, the FAB, the Vehicle Assembly Building, is where you're going to be building your rockets before you move them over to the launch pad. This is where everyone's going to be starting, and of course, at first the rockets will be very simple, but they can get quite extreme. Hello, I'm the Chief Engineer. This is the Vehicle Assembly Building where we build our spacecraft before rolling them over to the launch pad. Pretty impressive, isn't it? On the left, you can see the spacecraft parts. Place one and then attach the next one to it. Have a look around with R. Pretty simple. It's not like it's rocket science. Never wait. Anywho, if you need any more help, check out the training at the main menu. Let's go ahead and build a rocket, shall we? Once again, you guys, your first rocket's gonna be super basic. Mine's just a solid rocket booster. It's only one small little thing, but make sure you put a parachute on it, because for some reason your astronauts like to die when they hit the ground too hard. Who knew? Alright, just moved over to the launch pad. Right now the launch pad looks like a pile of dirt, but you can upgrade it just like everything else. Also, these little cylinder things, these are how you learn science to get new technologies, new rockets and stuff, so it's always a good idea to have just a couple of them to do different experiments at different points. As you upgrade your technology, you'll get new ways to learn science, but this is what we got for now. Let's go. As you can tell, my rocket is super powerful. We are gaining super altitude right now. Oh my gosh, boom, there it goes. So the wind effects is because we're going like over, I want to say it's the speed of sound, I think that's what it was. I don't remember. So while you're up here, you're gonna want to keep on doing the research because different altitudes gives you different stats and stuff. Of course, I'm gonna need new instruments to do it at this altitude again though, because I'm gonna be able to use the goo twice, or at least not in the same research location. Alright, coming down, time to deploy the parachute. And I always do these way too late. I don't know why, I just a bad habit. You usually want to deploy them way up in the air. Oh, there's like no chance because I need some air. Come on, Jesus. I was a little bit scared though. I was coming towards the ground really fast. But I think we're good. There is different speeds in which you can hit the ground depending on what you're landing on. I think for this one it's like 12 meters per second or it'll blow up. And the last time I showed how fast I was going, it was 8 meters per second and it was still slowing down, so we should be good. Okay, approaching the ground. I want to rocket just a little. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so the reason I rocked it like that is because you can get out of your rocket ship and then do like ground samples or even plant a flag. So where's the little capsule thing? Because if it's on the ground, I'm not gonna be able to get out or in. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so now that I'm on the ground, I'm gonna do one more of these goo thingies. I guess just different location on the ground. It's pretty good science though. So yeah, once again, you can go EVA on your astronauts. Just like that. And then, let's see, once I get, jeez. The controls, they changed the controls in the update, so it's confusing now. So hit X to let go. Let go. There we go. I know I knocked the ship around a little bit, but there you go. And once you're out of your ship, you can do EVA reports, take a surface sample, place a flag, all that cool stuff. Of course, on Earth, it's not as cool as it is on the moon or something, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Just click on the little, oops, click. What the heck? So click on the astronaut, and then you get just EVA report. Okay, yeah, I think I actually remember now. You have to upgrade your astronaut complex to get him to do other things. Otherwise, right now he's just gonna be able to do an EVA report. But you don't really need to plant a flag on Earth anyway. So, I mean, I would put like first flight or something, but it's not necessary. Anyways, let me go and recover this. And anyways, I'm gonna recover the rocket and see how much science and stuff I get. So there's all the science I got. I got 21 science. What you want to do is take that into your research facility and then use those points to unlock some new stuff. So I came in here looking for some parachutes, but I also kind of want some wings. I don't think I'm gonna have enough points, so I might just have to get the parachute. And boom, I did it. Having better parachutes make it so you can shoot more straight up and a lot higher and not have to worry about coming down too fast to open a parachute. Anyways, let's go ahead and check out some of the contracts that we can pick up. So usually when you're doing a contract, you don't want to do the ones where it's like a specific location, because those are actually pretty dang hard. I usually aim for the ones where it's testing out a rocket at a certain altitude, or even just right on the launch pad where it's kind of easy. So kind of like this one right here where you're testing out a rocket max decoupler while it's splashed down in water. I just need to tilt one of the rockets to the right and fly into the water because the base is right next to the ocean. I don't like how close that thing is, dude. Go away. Don't hit me. So this ship was pretty much straight up for contracts. I accepted another one for parachutes, which all my things are right, so I'm gonna go ahead and deploy them so I can get that one complete. And then when I land down in the water, I'm going to ahead and deploy the coupler and get that one as well. Holy shit, that was loud. So I got a gas tank on top. I'm gonna decouple it to the side. That wasn't too bad. I was a little bit worried it was going to shoot up in the air and it was come down and smash me, but just completed 2 contracts for some pretty good money, so I'm not too worried about that anymore. I'm going to go back to the facility and try something out for fun. So I just barely upgraded my launch pad so it stops looking like a pile of garbage. But what I wanted to do is come over into the hangar and make an airplane. So here we are. This is actually really small. I guess when you upgrade it, it gets bigger because I remember this thing being huge. And I mean, beyond that, I don't really have parts for an airplane either. So if I do make something fly, it's gonna be a miracle. Look at that. I'm not gonna have Jebediah in here because it's such a risk. I feel like I'm gonna kill him. But I am gonna have someone in there because I don't have computers that can fly it. Bob? No, he's a scientist. I'll take Valentina. She's the only girl though. Is that sexist? Is it sexist I'm about to kill the only girl? I don't know. Let's launch. Alright, so it's on there. Oh shit! Nope. Hey, we're good. And actually, I think it's gonna help a lot because I can't really pull up anyway, so the more up when we launch, the better. Alright, good luck, Valentina. See you in space. I'm gonna activate the SAS to stabilize it a little bit. Guys, I put like 7 parachutes on this thing just in case anything goes wrong. But we're going so fast. I'm scared it's not gonna. Yep, there it goes. I can't use my parachutes. We are screwed if anything happens. Look how fast we're going. It's still, I can still use it, I guess. Look at all the fire coming out. Oh, there it goes. Going 550 meters per second. Now the trick is gonna be, can I turn it and maybe get it back to the runway? It don't look like it. I'm trying as hard as I can to steer this thing, but I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. I have not been able to steer this thing a little. Oh shit! What the hell just happened? I have no control anymore. I need to set the parachutes. Where's the rear ones? Because I don't want to rip it apart. I need to put shit. Come on, hurry, dude! The crowd is. Which one is it? That one, yeah. So we are 400 meters in the air, slowing down pretty quickly, and even if I need to, I still got more parachutes to deploy, so I guess we'll see what happens when I hit the ground. We are literally falling at 3.5 meters per second. Oh, so graceful. That was so smooth. I mean, that wasn't half bad for an airplane without wings. It was just rocket tips. But I mean, you survived. You get to go home, Valentina. Yay. Alright, you guys, we're coming up to the end of the video, but before I go, I wanted to make a rocket that I can kind of like recover all the pieces from. So like have a parachute on each stage, so when I ditch it, it can parachute down and then I can recover it later. Because right now I'm throwing a lot of money into the ocean. I mean, these pieces aren't cheap, but if I can recover them, I can get a lot of money out of them. So it's generally not a good idea to waste rocket pieces. So here is the final product. Every piece should be recoverable. I bet it's also going to look pretty good. God damn, I love this game. So again, you guys, the idea here is to ditch the stage and then have parachutes to recover it later. So I'm about to ditch the first one. And it looks like the parachutes are working. So cool, I'm going to be able to recover that one later, and I'll show you guys how I do that. But I'm going to try to get into space with this one, so I can probably get an achievement, but it's mostly just so I can learn science from it. Not even close. 19,275 meters isn't anywhere near space. Space is at 70,000, and I don't got much juice left yet, so I'm gonna save that to make sure I don't die. Okay, so I need to decelerate just a little bit. And now I'm out of fuel. That was some pretty good timing. I should be able to recover this and get a lot of science from it. Oh shit, we're coming in hot. Oh, what did we break? Everything broke. Alright, cool. Alright, you guys, so the last thing I wanted to show you was the tracking station. Hello again, Gene Kerman. This is the tracking station. Here you can view all of the solar system as well as the current position and trajectory of all ongoing missions. So yeah, it's just as cool as you think it is. You can swap between different planets like that. I'm not sure which one it's switching to. Gilly? I don't know which one that was. Venus, I think that one was. They changed the names of all the planets, so it's kind of hard to tell, but this is one of the moons of that other planet. This is our moon. We have 2 moons. This is Mars, one of the Mars's moons. Another one, Joel. I believe this is Saturn because it's got a bunch of planets orbiting around it, and you can switch to, well, not planets, moons, but you can switch between the moons too. I believe this is one with a really small one. Yeah, this one right here. I think it's actually an asteroid, but if you land a rover on that and you're driving around, if you hit just a little bump, it's just moon gravity. You like go back into orbit or something. And definitely at some point on this channel, I want to take a rover on one of these other planets with low gravity because it's super fun. But I mean, things are actually distant super far away from each other, almost like in real life. I mean, the world is just huge. I mean, not the world, the map of this place, because that's Saturn. You keep scrolling out and eventually start seeing the other planets orbiting the sun. I mean, it's just, I mean, if you were to take a rocket from Earth and try to fly it to one of the other planets and you didn't put the time warp on, it would actually take years for you to get there. And yeah, it is just our solar system, but considering how hard it is just to get to one of the other planets, there's no way you would get to another solar system. And this is pretty expensive enough. There's a whole lot to explore, a whole lot of science that needs to be done, and I mainly want to put a man on Mars and bring him back home. That's going to be a main goal. If you guys want to see it done, and or you just like this game and you like this gameplay, go ahead and leave a thumbs up, because I really enjoy playing it, so I want to start uploading a lot more of this. I'll see you guys next week. Drive sideways.